All right, next video. So I've been associated, or I'm not gonna say associated, I haven't done many videos on the goddesses or the entities or the, I would say goddesses that I've been linked to. So this is like the first one that I'm gonna talk about, because I just found it out the other day and it resonated, so I really feel deeply that I'm connected. Her name is Kebechet, and she was an Egyptian goddess. She was Anubis's daughter. And the reason why it made so much sense, because I had to look it up because I've never heard of her before. And her description is like, it goes with the past life regression that I had last year. It was so awesome, like just learning about Kebechet, and I was like, yeah, I'm definitely affiliated with her. And then it made me think of, so I'll read what she is. But she's the goddess of freshness and purification, the wandering goddess. Her father was Anubis, and she helped with the embalming, which makes sense to when I had that video like not too long ago when I was talking about death and all that stuff with my kids and talking about the embalming process, and I started crying. And I was like, why the hell am I crying? Like, I felt so emotional because it felt like I was remembering something, and it felt like remembrance, and I'm like, oh my God, it makes perfect sense. So then it says she was the personification of cool, refreshing water, because she brought water to the souls of the dead in the afterlife, in the hall of truth. She was also associated with the worship of the Nile River, pure and clean water. The Nile was connected to the Milky Way and the ways of the god. She became linked with both the sky and both the day and the night. And the earthly plane was thought to be a reflection of the eternal realm of the gods. So balance was struck through her. And I was like, oh my God, that makes absolute perfect sense from like I said, the past life regression, and then just the way that I go through life. Like, and I said this in other videos, but now it makes more sense. Like, I'm not saying that I am judgment, but people encounter me before judgment. And when I encounter people, it's usually when they're in a transition of life. Like, they're either going to get a promotion, they're either getting a divorce, or just had a divorce. Like, something is always about to happen in their life. And determining how they treat me, or whatever the case is, that's basically how judgment is going to be rendered or whatever. So it's like they meet me before a transition or after the transition or whatever judgment is about to happen in their life. That's when I usually encounter people, because I encounter people all the time, but not everybody interacts with me. But people who interact with me are usually in some kind of transition in their life, or they're about to experience some kind of judgment. So they see me first to either gain their balance, and they either ascend or they stay where they're at, or they descend, whichever way you want to put it. So like that it made perfect sense. Like I said, when I had my past life regression, I was obsessed with water. I was saying how important water was. The water had to be clean. The water had to be pure. Like, I was obsessed with the water. And then, like, even a project now that I want to work on is I want to do projects to clean up the Mississippi River. I would like to clean all the rivers in the country, but it was very like put into me to work on projects to clean the Mississippi River, because we know the Mississippi River is the real Nile River. So like I'm very like passionate about that. Like, Spirit just put it on me, like, do as much research to see about how I can get a project going or work on a project about cleaning the Mississippi River and da-da-da-da. And then when I got this download about Kebechet, I was like, oh my God, that makes so much sense. And yeah, like her whole MO is me. Like, that's me. So yeah, like, and then she's like, she has the body of a snake and the head, or like the top frame of a woman. So it's like almost like sirenish, and I know I'm a siren. My daughter's a siren. I have a lot going on. Mermaid energy, a lot of siren energy. My daughter's definitely Siren energy. I don't know if I ever talked about that one before, but it'll be a quick video. But yeah, like, I was just so blown away about Kebechet. Like, I was like, yeah, that's me. I love it. I love it. I love it. And yeah, that remembrance, like, it was perfect. It was so perfect. So yeah, learning about Kebechet and learning that I'm associated with her was awesome this week. And also, like, just confirming of how I need to be moving in life and why people come into my life and why people leave my life. Like, a lot of people ain't meant to stay. I'm not meant to stay in a lot of people's life. Like, I'm a wandering, like they said, the wandering goddess. That's basically what I was doing. And then, like, the universe set me down for like a year. I'm still, hermit mode? But I know they've been urging me to get out of hermit mode. So I'm just here for the ride. I'm here for the journey. But yeah, it was dope. Kebechet.